they seen any changes in their daughter from activities of, or changing activities, changing clothing, changing hair color, more depressed? And one key is going to be isolation. Do they see her as falling into more isolation? In other words, pulling away from friends, pulling away from school. That's another indicator, because it's just such a bad thing for really any of us to do, but it can be a sign, because it gives shooters the ability, unfortunately, to sort of distort their own reality and justify committing this type of act. Because let's face it, you really have to dehumanize the people you're going after to be able to even kill people that you know and are classmates with.
Authorities were asked today if the Christmas holiday could be related to the shooting. Do you think that may play a factor here?
Well, maybe, but school shootings don't just happen overnight. So whatever has happened to this female student has been going on for several weeks. Now, granted, most, I guess, schools will close at the end of this current week, since Christmas is next week. So maybe, or it could be that she had decided to do this and knew that she would have to do it, or wait till after the first of the year, and maybe she just felt so compelled to do it that she wasn't willing to do that.
The chief was asked earlier today if it's time to start talking about metal detectors in schools. Is that the answer from a law enforcement perspective in trying to keep our children safe?
No. I will tell you, I have read countless studies about metal detectors in schools where they've had mass shootings. The belief is by most crime experts that they don't deter mass shootings, and here's the reason why, is that mass shootings are planned weeks and months in advance, and kids know the loopholes in schools. In other words, the layout of the school, I have no idea, but I can tell you I've done enough security audits where churches are attached to schools, which is fine, but it may give you other pathways to get into the school without, even if they had metal detectors that you would not be intercepted. So, schools could be a real nightmare, because they're not designed to be prisons. They're not designed to be able to lock it down easily. And unfortunately, that creates holes, basically, in your security that kids can get through. And believe me, they're going to figure out a way. If they're that determined, like she apparently was today, they'll figure out a way to get a weapon into the school.
Brad Garrett, our thanks to you for your insight and time, as always. Now to the mysterious drone sightings in 7 states.